Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Norais by the Bank Dispensary, and this will be my reflection video of what I gained throughout the learning session with Madam Sharifah. So the video will be breakdown into section, which is the first topic that I learned, and then the topic that left most impression to me, and the most important topic to be used in the future. Shown here is the topic that has been classified into 8 sections. So I'll start with the first topic we covered, which was Introduction to Organizational Behavior. So my first thought when I heard this was quite unclear and vague of its basic meaning. This is because, in my point of view, organizational structure is a non-living entity. So what does this behavior for a non-living entity stands for? Turned out, it studied the impact of individual, group, and structure behavior within the organization. For what? It is to use the knowledge gained in improving the effectiveness and efficiency of the organization. Well, with that being said, I comprehend and strongly agree that the organizational performance could definitely increase by analyzing human behavior. Thus, when there's any occurrence of issues internally, manager could explain what motivational technique can be used to improve or overcome the issue effectively, because managing employees' behavior is crucial for the growth and sustainability of the company. And unmanaged employees would cause significant damaging to the business. Next, I'll proceed to the topic that I found quite intriguing and left the most impression to me. It is topic 3, chapter 5, Perception and Individual Decision Making. So in this topic, we actually learn on how our embracement of the situation or a person can influence the way we make decisions. I must stress here, perception is depending on what we see first and interpret it in a certain ways. Sometimes, the way someone grooms themselves may influence our thought into thinking certain ways of that person. For example, a person with clean and iron shirt would let us to think this person must be one of the excellent employees, even though it has no correlation or whatnot among those two aspects. They call this as halo effect, the halo on top of the angel's head that being shown in kids' fantasy, which means they draw good perception for the person with basis of one single characteristic. Aren't we always though? Me too. Sometimes I generalize people, personality or performance based on my perception built from their first notable traits, and vice versa, of course. Other than that, the way we perceive the environment and situation may lead to different perception too. To elaborate, setting of the place can make you perceive the situation differently, as for example would be the different way you would perceive when you saw a policeman doing a parole around the neighborhood versus when you see them doing exactly that inside your hostel complex apartment. Same target, same action, but for some reason the police paroling in your hostel complex intimidating and put you in more anxious position. And your decision, you might start to hide some of the prohibited belonging from the eyes of the police. That's that. And also, the target can be one of the influence for you in different decision making too. For example, you as an evaluator, you are supposed to choose one from your personnel to be promoted into higher position. But then there is this one employee that somewhat has similar traits with you in terms of dedication, productivity during your early working life. So the resemblance of that employee resulting in you couldn't help but notice her, and your decision making for the promotion might be leaning toward that particular girl with similar qualities with you. Moving on my personal pick of the most important topic in the subject, which is also my take out for the future. I personally think that the most important topic would be among topic 5, understanding working team, also topic 9, conflict and stress management. Majorly because I think understanding and resolving this specific topic would lead to betterment of the organization the most, because in the end, organization can thrive to their success most significantly when they had strong internal bond among the personnel. You can't accomplish a team project alone with any set of pair eyes having the same goal, contributing ideas and input for the project to excel. Plus, possibility of you not lining up with the right procedure or plan is higher when you have no second voice to help you out. With this inevitably linked with conflict and stress management among the employees. Most of the time, conflict occurs when you interact with people that has different or opposite point of view than yours. I am not even gonna lie, I experience this quite a lot currently in my university years. But it is natural to have conflict so long as it is functional to the team. But when it is bugging even the unnecessary thing, this is when managers and leaders must step inside and resolve it with meaningful measures. I personally support any disciplinary action to be taken, especially when the conflict occurs was dysfunctional and meant to degrading or belittling other party. So I think that is all for my reflection video of organizational behavior and leadership that I would like to go through today. Thank you for time spared in watching this. Goodbye.